what made you what made you want to give back to your community?
Being a formerly incarcerated civilian, there wasn't no programs like the programs that they have out there now to give back to the youth that are going through difficult situations. So when I was asked to be a part of a program called Arches, where you mentor kids that were formerly incarcerated, that gave me my opportunity to give back to my community.
How long ago was it that you was incarcerated?
I was incarcerated a couple of times in between 2003 to 2009.
Through your travels and journeys of working with the youth and young people, what would you say one of your main challenges will be?
One of my main challenges is just to get the youth to accept that the life that they live ain't the life that they have to live. You know, like just because you live in rough communities doesn't mean you have to live a rough life. You know, I'm an example of a person who grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Brownsville, and then moved from Brownsville to another rough neighborhood, which is East New York. And yet I'm standing here being a mentor to at-risk youth in my community.
What would you say motivates you for is, because I'm pretty sure it'd be some times, you feel me, where those things get rough and you face challenges, but who would you say is a person that you would look up to or your main motivation to keep you going?
That's why I wear this chain. This is my mom's. My mom's passed away a couple of years ago, but my mom's never settled. You know, she grew up rough, not the best education. And yet she went out there and bust her tail every day to make sure she could provide for me. So I could never wake up one day and not feel grateful for another day of life to take on more challenges and fight to do what's right in my community.
What made you want to do a Next Step program from the ages 16 through 24?
Because I feel like that's where the most difficult decisions come in life, from the age of, you know, about to finish high school to going into the workforce. I feel like those are where the most influences come. I feel like that's when you realize what's going on in your community, and you see all the evil, you see all the bad, and you see some of the good, and then you have choices to make whether you're gonna follow the good path or the bad path.
As a fellow Brownsvillian, or as a person that grew up in Brownsville, what is the main struggle about, I'll say, the community, being that from 16 through 24 is gangbanging, drug dealing, dropping out of school, and just basically doing hood stuff? Like, what would you tell them to come join your group, or would you just give them advice to stop doing what they're doing?
First thing, I think the community needs support. And Brownsville, there's only one community center in the whole Brownsville that people can actually go to. There needs to be more resources, like even the shopping area where people go shopping at is not even the nicest place to shop at. You have to go through different gang affiliated territories in order to get to those shopping areas. So being from Brownsville, you know, I would love to go back and give back. You know, East New York gave me my first opportunity, but I would love for Brownsville to give me my next opportunity, so that way I could go back home and provide the resources that Next Steps provide in East New York to the people of Brownsville.
What is Next Steps?
Next Steps is a mentoring program for at-risk youth and between the ages of 16 to 24. And what I tell people, Next Steps is self-explanatory. Like, if you're looking to get to the next steps in your life, that's what we help you with. If you dropped out of high school and you want to get back in, we'll help you with that. Help you if you want to go the GED path. If you graduated, you want to go to college, we'll help you with that. Certification, security license, food handler's license, barbershop apprentice license, driver's license, like anything that you feel you need to get to the next steps of your life. That's what this program provides.
The times that you come out your pocket, you feel what I'm saying, for the youth and the community, is there any reimbursement for that, or how does that go? Because I see you do a lot.
And it depends, you know, some things depending on what it is reimbursable, you know, throughout the organizations. And sometimes as mentors, we do things out the kindness of our heart, you know, because certain things they'll say, oh, you know, you're not supposed to do that. But if I feel like it's helping you and not harming you, why can't you have it? Like, I don't mind going to, if you're hungry, taking you to the supermarket and getting some groceries. Or if you need some toiletries, taking you to go get some toiletries. Or just going to hang out with you when you're going through some things, you know, so.
Do you ever feel like your work goes unnoticed?
I think if you're a mentor and you're looking for attention for the work that you do, don't do this work. Because this is the most, well, I ain't gonna say the most, but this is one of the most unappreciated jobs as far as wages, but it's the most fulfilling job if you do it from your heart.